Hello, welcome back to our German 1890 campaign, Blood and Iron. In the last episode, we got very close to having war with France. There were rumors of war with them, but we had a few events and some random tension changes, and that seems to have dropped off for now. But we do have rising tensions with Britain, which is fine. We did a lot of reconstructing of ships, like rebuilding engines and whatnot. We got some stuff here that's being rebuilt. Um, all our Hamburgs are being reconstructed, and we're sort of playing with the idea of building a light carrier class. Still not sold on it, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. Yes, together we can rule the world. This should raise tension with Britain, bringing us closer to war with them. Yes, thank you. Kind of what we want there. We do have some Hamburgs that'll be rebuilt here in just a minute. So let's try and get some of our 1964 class reconstructed real quick before anything weird can happen. So we're going to go all the way down to 3rd Squadron, and it should just be an engine replacement. Although we could slap some Sea Whiz on there, but that would take up so much topside. There we go. That kind of works. It's still an 8-month rebuild. Is there anything else we can do? You could have improved main guns. That's going to definitely increase the time, right? Nope, just the cost. Okay. So 757, it's going to put us quite into the red. We're rebuilding like 10 of these things. Cool. So that's a nice upgrade. So we lose some, like the numbers of these guns, but we gain Sea Whiz, which should be pretty helpful considering the fact that these ships, these destroyers, spend a lot of time out in front of the rest of the fleet. So we're trading out a medium AA for a Sea Whiz. Okay. Well, we'll just have to be 2 tons overweight. That's fine. So we're down to 1 medium AA gun, but we added another Sea Whiz because I think the main problem we have right now is the risk of missiles. So we want it to be as defensive as possible for missiles. I don't know that medium AA can even do anything with missiles, but I know that Sea Whiz can. So the Deutschlands should be finished here in just a month or two, which will bring the budget back into order. And so much for that idea, because we're in the yellow here and they're still cutting our budget. But the Italians have lost yet another light carrier. Like caramba. But our unrest is going down, which is kind of cool. All right, and our battle cruisers have finished. We're not ready for war, man. Give us a minute here. We're going to do prestige and tension all around. So Italy lost another light carrier. Oh, they're trying to drag us in with Austria-Hungary? No, come on, I'm not. Oh, they lost a light carrier or an AV and a heavy cruiser. I don't want to go to war with Austria-Hungary. It's dumb. So let's rebuild. Let's build 2 of these Jade class. It's 25 months. We're going to be hurting on the budget here for a couple of months, but we should have these rebuilds here on the Hamburgs done, which will sort that out for us. And then we just steadily start rebuilding the Z1964s. That's like our project for the next probably year and a half. We're just going to keep avoiding war, helping Italy, even if it costs us some prestige, because I don't feel like getting into a war with Austria-Hungary, not when I'm this close to fighting Britain. Nope, we want all our money into this. As much as I like getting the prestige from that event, that is like my favorite event. We want to keep it high with Britain. So Italy lost another heavy cruiser, and Austria lost a helicopter carrier and a light carrier. So they are, chopping each other to pieces down there. They're essentially taking each other out of the global threat uh, category. Oh, no, we don't want a third carrier because we've had trouble getting three carriers to show up into a battle. Uh, as much as I would like an alliance with Japan, I don't want to lose budget, but we do have a bunch of rebuilds finishing. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll do an alliance with Japan. So Italy lost another light carrier. All right. So that, yeah, this is going to hurt our prospects for reconstructing destroyers. We're not ready. Buzz off, pal. We're gonna go for the win. They're an ally, but like we don't just let them win. This is a race. They should understand honor, like the honor of a race. It would be, in fact, dishonorable to let them win. Like, it would be an insult. So Austria has lost another heavy cruiser, and then we'll have a bunch of rebuilds finished on destroyers. We can start doing another group here. Ooh, Britain is having some tension issues. So here's the Russian light. Yeah, these are these pretty standard light carriers. So we will have the best light carriers in the world, though. Like, not that it matters. It's a matter of like 5 aircraft. But we're gonna rebuild like 8 more of these. So 2 squadrons worth essentially. So let's rebuild. And it keeps us in the black, at least for a little while, on money. Oh no, Britain and the US are allies? That is very poor timing, but we have allies of our own. Oh well. We know how to deal with the United States when it comes to these things. In fact, we're going to build some more of those means of dealing with the United States. We'll build 10 long range subs. Don't mind if we do. We're not ready. It's draining our prestige. Yeah, we'll give them some money. We'll support you against France. Hey, maybe we'll just go to war with France instead of everyone else, or instead of the United States and Britain. All right. So our carriers have been rebuilt. The Hindenburgs are fine. Our destroyers, all these 120s are fully rebuilt, ready to go. And we're working on the 1964s. We're about halfway through those. We have a nice collection of missile corvettes. We have 30 of them. That is going to be delicious. So let's look at our area overview. Okay. Required TP, the Caribbean, we have that covered, in the Baltic. So let's send a few of these to the Baltic. There we go. And we'll send two more to the Caribbean. There we go. And at some point, I almost am sort of tempted to increase the size of one of our bases over here to give us more capacity for fighting, but we're never going to be able to beat the US in the Caribbean. Like, just look at what they have here in peacetime: 14 heavy cruisers, 14 light cruisers, 13 aircraft carriers, and 4 light carriers. Like, it's just not a thing. Plus, they have bases here with aircraft. So it's just like, it's just, it's impossible. Yeah, we'll jack up tensions with France. They're not allied to anyone right now, are they? No. Haha. They are mad at, who were they mad at? I think Japan. Yeah. So there's a potential that they'll get into war with Japan, and then we'll get dragged in, and that'll be cool. And we can potentially avoid a larger war with the U.S. plus France. And the reason why I don't want to go to war with the U.S. right now is because it's boring. Like, we just sit there. We both sit in our home ports and just look at each other, and we end up sending like all the submarines in the world over to them. They only have 22. Like, we send all the submarines ever over there and just, sink their shipping, and then the war ends. The war ends with the United States being having no goods, essentially. All right, we're just gonna. We don't have enough money right now to start another set of four. Listen, Italy. Here's the battle cruiser Hawaii, Princeton class, 16-inch guns. Less. In fact, there's like no anti-ship missiles on here. There's no SSMs. It's just all SAMs. Kind of a weird design, so it's relying entirely on its guns. Not sure I would do that personally, but they have the money to spare. They can play around with whatever they want. Again, like I said before, it'd be kind of cool to play as the US, where it's just like, hey, do you want to build a thing? Well, go ahead and do it. Don't worry too much about it. Oh man, we're gonna get dragged into. Like, I don't like. It'll be cool because we'd have fight Britain in our home waters, which will be fun. Yeah, like it'll be cool to it'll be fun to like fight Britain here in home waters, but like it won't be fun watching the submarine war. France, you can't prevent us from fulfilling our manifest destiny. So it's a race to see who would go to war with first, France or Britain. All right, we got 1 month left on some of these destroyers, so let's do a whole crop of 8 of them. It's gonna put us pretty heavily into the red for a few months, but we'll be okay. And the reason why I'm a little bit concerned about being so far into the red, there's France and Japan. We'll let Italy handle their own troubles. Yep, we'll do war with France. So we'll rebuild build new light jet fighters. Maneuverability and speed, sure. Spain is Spain lost Morocco and then they regained it. And we're already doing the submarine war. Save the game. But the reason why I'm a little bit concerned about a war right here is that we don't have a lot of money in the treasury, like it banked up. So when this war ends and our budget gets slashed, as it always does, we're going to be hurting. So we're going to put these on trade protection. We're going to put these on Raider. And then we're just going to deploy our submarines. These aren't finished yet, but we have a bunch in Northern Europe. Let's deploy some to like West Africa. They probably have some stuff. Nope, they don't have stuff in West Africa anymore. Oh, we could send some to Southeast Asia. That's what we'll do. Just looking for where they have ports that we can harass. It's funny, we've had Sackling this entire time, like since like the early in the game. We've just never done anything with it. We built it up a little bit. All right. Oh, we need to go on unrestricted warfare. All right, here we go. Potential battle off the coast of France. It's gonna be a big one. It is a big one. So we've got one carrier group, three carrier groups. Yeah, we can fight with three carrier groups. That'll be cool. And we're kind of far enough away from the coast that we can run west. Okay. We don't have any um, air bases in range to worry about that. When they say launch, like, do cover and stuff, those air bases are in Germany. So unless this fight takes some sort of very unexpected turn. Okay. Squad max, return west. I wish there was an option where you could like multi-select groups and just toggle them all on AI on or off. In fact, we'll use this one as our scouting. So we're going to go out to 300 and we're at 400 miles. We're going to do heavy cap, two-phase night search, and go. All right, this should be an interesting fight. Hopefully, if we can find them, we can actually get airstrikes off this time. So we're going to auto select strikes and ready them. We are missing one of our carrier groups, weirdly enough. Normally we go into battle with like all four, but this will do. Look at those scouts go. And luckily this battle should be, we're turned south a little bit, so we're not like getting too far away. We do want our strike aircraft to be able to reach the targets. And we will be going sort of this general direction when we start launching aircraft anyway, because we got to go into the wind. All right, we have reports of CVs. They are 300 miles away. So we're going to select ready. We're going to target the CVs. We're going to put priority on carriers and launch. And we're just going to alpha strike them, or try to anyhow. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go northeast actually into the wind. I was stupidly looking at the arrow and thinking that's the direction I need to go, but all right. Is this the first time our Europas are actually in a battle? I think they might have been fighting in the last war. So we are losing aircraft to Sam's and Cap. Yeah, we're losing a lot of aircraft, I think. It would be cool if we kind of knew what was going on. We're not getting any sort of missile hit. There's one. Just one. There's a little bit there. That's what we want to see. But we'd like to see one of those windows pop up like this with like a big string of missile hits on it. That would be pretty cool. All right, we have a lot of reports here. Get rid of all but the newest of reports, essentially. Now that our airstrikes have returned, we will auto select strikes and we'll get them ready. And we'll go back for another try. We didn't get very many hits as far as I could tell. They seem to have a lot of air defense. So we're going to select ready. We're going to pick a target and launch the strike. Or hang on. Go back to 8. Select ready, go, and select ready, go. And this might be the last airstrike we launch, considering how many aircraft we seem to be losing on these. And this is a big airstrike going out, but we're just not scoring any missile hits. It's like we scored like 4 or 5 or something, and that was it. That's not enough, unless it's like 3 hits on each on a carrier. Yep, getting lots of approaching. No aircraft hits. We're seeing a lot of yeah, I've seen a lot of SAM attacks, but we have airborne ECM support. So that's probably our special groups, which is helping. I don't know, did we launch a follow-up strike? We are recovering our aircraft. Let's look at the reports. I mean, we're still seeing reports of carriers out there. So let's auto select a strike. We'll ready them up. Auto select a strike. Ready them up. And once again, there we go. We're going to all right. Now this stuff readies up pretty quick in this era. But we're going to give it a few more minutes. Okay, we got enemy aircraft approaching. So we better launch our aircraft now. So we're going to pick the report of the fresh one here. I'm going to select ready and launch. There we go. This way, at least we'll get the ready aircraft off our ships, so that if we get hit, we're less likely to have a conflagration. Just waiting. There we go. Wait on the airstrikes to go out. There they go. And then we're gonna run west and disengage. We want to get away from the spot where we're being attacked now, because that's where their current reports of us are at. Okay. Again, we're doing a lot of attacking, and we're losing a lot of stuff to cap, I think. Well, there's another missile hit. This isn't like it was in the early days, where there'd be like a whole page of missile hits. All right, well, we did score a bomb hit. That's kind of cool. Reportedly on a light cruiser, which, it's not the best target to hit, but considering it probably it's part of their anti-air screen, doesn't hurt to get rid of it. You'd rather it hit like a light carrier or something with a bomb, but we're getting more bomb hit reports. All right. Come on, let's get out of here, please. Looks like we're scrambling a little bit to avoid enemy aircraft. And of course, our destroyers are out of fuel as usual. All right, now we run if we can. Yeah, we got enemy aircraft inbound. I think we've been lucky so far and not taken any hits, but it's hard to say. Like, there's so much information that flies by in these battles. Oh, we're still hitting stuff with missiles, huh? I wonder what from. Maybe we have subs out here. All right, cool. Nighttime is here. This is our chance to get away, probably. Just want to see what the results of the battle are. We scored, I don't know, what, like 10, maybe a dozen missile hits, but it's really going to depend on what we actually hit. There's another one. I don't know what the heck is actually doing it, but yep, this is our opportunity to just run away here. We keep turning to launch cap and recover aircraft and stuff. Doesn't feel like we're getting hit by like massive airstrikes, so there's potential that we damage some of their carriers. We don't want to launch an airstrike at night. We've probably lost way more aircraft than them because we're fighting over their SAM screens. And of course, we're leaving behind all of our destroyer escorts because they're running out of fuel. I don't know how we're still hitting stuff with missiles. I don't know what's going on over there. It's not like our land-based aircraft, is it? It's too far. Anyhow, yep, looks like it's out of fuel. The 110. Luckily, it's all the way over here, so it's pretty safe. Safe-ish. Cool. Weather limits air operations. Hopefully, once these aircraft land, that'll be it for that, and we'll better keep going in a generally straight direction here. Instead of, there we go. Yeah, all the aircraft have returned, so we're still creeping along here in the time elapsed. Somehow we're scoring missile hits, and I don't know how. And we don't have any friendly aircraft over there. I don't know what's going on there. Well, this is Dawn will be here in 2 hours. And the sea state is now limiting float plane options, but not or operations, but not anything else. We have no reports of anything, so yep, we got bad weather. We are getting reports. Oh wow, are they that close? Really? What the heck? Well, it's ready up to strike if they're that close. Even though air operations are being limited, we might have like a little bit of a window at some point to launch an airstrike. Oh, what might be launching missiles? Like those helicopters and stuff might be launching missiles. Okay, there's our window. So we're going to target this group here. And this does mean turning back into the wind again. And you'll notice that I didn't choose the von der Tan for any of this stuff because I just want, it's going slow already. I just want it to keep creeping westward. All right, well, hopefully we can blow something up here if they're really that close to us. I am seeing some bomb hits. We might just be out of missiles. Like that might be part of why we're not getting reports on missile strikes. You know what? Let's do the von der Tan as well. Auto select. I mean, it is 9, it is 18 attack aircraft, so there's some potential there. We're just kind of creeping along 1 minute at a time here. All right, Von 10. We're going to select ready. We're going to target these CVs and go. But we should be hitting the time limit here if they weren't just so dang close to us. Huh, why is the Europa slowing down? Is it damaged? No, it's just engine problems. Funny enough, as like it's one of our long range ships. I would have thought the engines would be pretty good on that. We are getting more bomb hits. You know what? Let's ready. I mean, if they are this close, we may as well attack them because we are getting further and further away from the French. Okay, the saying we're getting further away from the French air bases. All right. Well, pretty interesting battle. We lost a lot of aircraft, 42, but we did sink a carrier for all that effort, and we heavily damaged a light carrier. We killed some destroyers. So let's see here. We scored 11 missile hits, 4 bomb hits, 1 torpedo. Um, this was this was a good aircraft carrier too. So we hit it with 2 missile hits, and it's done. So that does show you. Yeah, they had field aircraft ready to go. That'll do it. And then we heavily damaged a. Thought we heavily damaged a light carrier, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. But we took no damage in return. So we'll take the battle. It's fine. Killing a big boy carrier is actually kind of a big deal. 10,000 victory points and 2 prestige for enemy VP of 0. Thank you very much. Alrighty. So we lost a sub. We lost a sub. We're going to be losing a lot of subs. We have a lot of stuff out there raiding. We also need to turn on unrestricted warfare. So we lost 4 subs, but only sank 9 enemy merchants. Kind of a bummer. Oh, we're blockading them, that's why. But we're going to save the game. And I'm a little bit tempted to start rebuilds on these 1964s, but we need to keep our monthly balance high right now. We need to keep gaining money over the course of this war so that when the war ends, we don't just have a crash again. Like we want to get close to, if we can, like 100K. That way we have a little bit of a buffer for restocking aircraft, restocking missiles, doing repairs, all that kind of stuff. But we're at the 40-minute mark. France has lost a quarter of its active carriers. So that's not too bad. They don't have a whole lot of carrier power, unlike the Brits, who have quite a lot. We're pretty even on naval aircraft, actually. Unlike the U.S., who has like more than any 2 other people combined. All right, we're going to accept this. We're about the 40-minute mark, so we're going to go ahead and call it. We might have some more battles like that. We'll see. All of our carriers should be good to go. Yep, they're all active service. They're all active forces, and nothing is in repair, so that's kind of cool. Let's check our air groups real quick. We are missing a couple of aircraft here and there from our groups, but we did, to be fair, we did lose quite a lot because we were fighting over the enemy fleets, which, can be pretty destructive on your forces. It's one of the issues that Japan was having in the Pacific was that they kept launching these airstrikes and they'd fight over the American carriers and whatnot, and then so every thing shot down essentially was a pilot lost. But yeah, we'll take it. But appreciate you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time and sail safe out there.